Well, a very good evening to you. Let's say hello to Bob, Lynn, Richard. Good evening to you guys. If you are watching from one of our channels, head over to the Inner Circle members group where you can get on the Zoom call. Well, hello, good evening, welcome. How you all doing? I just noticed, Robert, right? And I'll just take out the spotlight just for a minute or two. We'll bring him in a moment. That I don't think we're going out in our Inner Circle group, so I'm just going to fix that now. I don't know what's wrong with live stream tonight. Happens sometimes.
It's called live stream.
So one stream doesn't always work properly. I'm going to go and have a look at what the problem is with what's going on tonight. So, but how are you doing?
I'm doing great. We got Bob Trace in the house, the weatherman here, it looks like, with the umbrellas.
It's always
Lynn is looking dapper as always.
Today is National Umbrella Day.
Oh,
really? Is that what it is?
Yes,
In what country?
around the world.
Really?
You're
so informative, Bob. I did not know today was National Umbrella Day.
Well, I was shocked when I found out every day is a National something day.
Well, this is true. In the U.S., there's now national holidays in every month, if not one, two. It's like there's more holidays than days anymore.
It seems like it. Great if you want an umbrella. Today's your day.
This might take me a moment. Do you want to talk amongst yourselves while I try and fix it? I one stream is just wonderful. Sometimes you think everything's all going to work fine, and I know if I don't get this working in the group, they're going to be asking for replays tonight, and we got something really coming up. And so is there anything you need to update yourself, Robert, tonight while I tweak some things and.
Well, let's just go to a general Q&A here real quick on the MCB. Is anybody having trouble making changes in the MCB for their shortcodes?
You can put your virtual hand up, or really important, guys. While we're on the subject, in your members area is the latest version of the MCB plugin. Now, over the coming few weeks, there will be more updates. You need to go to your members area and get the latest version, which is currently 2.16, and just upload it and say replace. And then after you've done that, click on the licensing tab and relicense it, because we've moved everything over with the licensing platform over to a VPS server to make it run faster. So that's a really important step to do. Yeah, and then you'll find then that your WordPress website will run a lot quicker as well.
It's very important to get to the latest versions of it, because it really straightened out a lot of stuff. In addition, the export feature is working. We're working on some other functions within it, but if you know where the export feature button is in the MCB dashboard and you export the CSV file, it'll give you all the short codes of that build. It'll give you all of the information in the file. That being said, once you have that open, all the codes are accessible and you can read the values, what's in the code. All of the short codes have been, what am I going to say, been built out to take as many short codes within short codes out of the builds. So it's been lessened to the number of short codes within any of them. The only ones that are left are the have to be there to do the builds. So that'll make it simpler for everybody to do any kind of edits within the shortcodes themselves. But having the actual spreadsheet gives you the label of the shortcode. The search function works the best using the label. The hard part is that when you're looking at the sites in edit mode, you're looking at the actual shortcode. So when you grab the shortcode to go search for it, it doesn't find it. So this is why I'm saying that to you, because that's the part that we're working on. And I think because the shortcodes are dynamic, it's hard for it to search for it. But the label of the shortcode is a fixed value, and it finds the actual shortcode by the label instantaneous. So you can go into all shortcodes, pick one of them by the label of, or the actual what the shortcode is called, put it in the search function, and it finds it. You go edit them. So it's working backwards to whether we want it. We want to be able to go to the actual edit function of each page, look at the shortcode that's on the page, grab it, go search for it. But that's been a monumental task to make that work correctly. The other way to do it is you can just look at all the shortcodes, but that's time consuming. That's going backwards. So the search function was put in there to make it simple. So all that's being said, what do you need to change? You need to change the company info. You need to change the keywords if you want to, and you need to change the services if you're going to revamp the sites. And if you guys still want to go through all of that, we'll do it at another time at great length to make it simple. But we want that search function is really something that we want to have working to make it simplistic, that you take it from the page you're looking at, put it in the search, and you have your shortcode. But if you try to do it right now, sometimes it finds them, sometimes it doesn't. And it's annoying, we get it, but that's what's going on as far as the search function goes. The export and import is working properly. It's just the search function. Let's say I got a message on the bottom.
Hopefully now I fixed the group, and we should be live in all the groups we're going to be in, I hope. So we'll wait and see if that's going to take us live. If not, I have to put the replay up, won't I, Robert?
Yes, you will.
So sometimes Facebook breaks, but I know I was talking to the dev this week, and he was saying to me that to get shortcodes working properly, he's been a bit of a pig because it has brackets around it, and it's the way the coding's done. So we're hoping that he will resolve that minor issue, and we'll be all good to go with it. If not, just search for the main title of the item concerned. So that's the thing to remember. And for some reason, it's not letting me go live in our Inner Circle Facebook group, even though I've enabled it, which is
it's a secret code meeting.
Yeah. We will put the replay out. We're recording anyway, so I'll just put it back out after the meeting, and people just have to jump in, however they can jump in. It's always technology today, but that's not why we're here.
Yeah, I think it's Barry's fault. Definitely Barry's fault,
because he's doing so well.
He's got so much stuff going on there. He's taking over the internet.
What we are going to do is talk about a very important product that when I first saw the demo of this, I was blown away by it. And it's the best way to describe it is like we do build, we do rent, and then rank. And the ranking part, we've got obviously various systems in place to help you do that. But when Kurt showed me this, it was a whole new level of getting traffic to your website, getting people to see it. And I can't do it justice, which is why I invited Kurt on tonight. How you doing, Kurt? You have to unmute.
I'm going to mute myself. I'm doing well. Thank you.
I'm going to give Kurt an introduction here first.
Okay.
You know, when it comes to push button software, when it comes to solving the problem that's manual, time consuming, Kurt's like my best friend. He knows I hate to do that stuff. And he just goes out and makes these processes work, just like the easy button from the Office Depot advertisements. It's like push the button, the shit works, and you have it done. And you just come pick up your order, right? Well, imagine having instant
You're gonna make me
traffic,
cry.
having instant traffic to a website
Mm.
that didn't even rank yet. That's what's weird.
Yeah.
And imagine having the ability to build authority backlinks to any website on autopilot. How much work is involved? Well, you can be in as much as you want or as little as you want. That's what's really cool. So can you go fully automated? You can. But can you trust full AI automation? It's always good to have an eyeball on it, you know, so that you're not putting out any kind of erroneous information or content. But that being said, Kurt has put in another amazing product that now has the ability, all the tools that we have out there in place that are going to be ranking our sites. This one is not only going to help rank with more authority backlinks, but also give these sites instant traffic as soon as you plug in. So I'm going to let Kurt go from there, but that's like, it looks incredible what the possibilities are. And when you start looking outside of the box a little bit, you got the tiger by the tail, you know, just bring him back home. Go ahead, Kurt.
I appreciate it. And I appreciate the introduction. That means a lot to me. That automation is something that I've always tried to make easier, make it a lot easier to get better results with less work, because I'm inherently lazy. I know how to get traffic. I know how to get backlinks, and then I come up with an idea and I go over and talk to my developer and say, this is what I want to do. And then we have lots of conversation, and then I end up paying him a lot of money. And then we come up with ideas like this. And that's exactly what came up with the TrafficLinkr. And actually my partner in this one is Lewis Turner. And he came up to me a while ago, and it's been a good while ago that he came to me, and he was asking, is there a way to do this? Is there a way that we can know that we can go look for niche targeted websites on whatever, even obscure niches, have a communication with that particular content creator, and then have them allow us to put our content on their website as well as with a backlink. So it took about 6 months for us to come with the first iteration, which came out in December. And when that one came out, we did have a beta access, which I think Steve got in on that one. And we've been improving the product ever since. And as of today, we are launching it today. So I'm going to go into a little bit of the detail about what it does and what it can do. And the first thing is the very front end of our offering is training. We train you how to do this in a manual process, in a manual way. We teach you what platform that we utilize. And the platform that we utilize has about 20 billion page creations a month by 409 million users a month. So it's not an obscure platform that we're talking about. As well with that, the addition 5 million other sites are also that feed into it as well, are there as well, which are WordPress websites. WordPress blog sites feed into this platform as well. So keep that in mind. With that being said, have you ever received a like or a follow from any type of social media whatsoever?
Everybody hates
Usually,
me.
when that happens, what do you normally do? You go see who it is, right? Who liked, who followed, what are they about? Reciprocity, that happens a lot. Well, keep that in mind because reciprocity has a lot to do with this type of training as well. And then with the ability to leave a comment on that content of theirs with your backlink that is niche targeted. So what are some of the niches that people are working in right now? Plumbing.
Yeah, plumbing, electrical.
Yep. Websites.
Okay. Plumbing, electrical, website development. When you're looking at those specific niches, there are a ton of websites out there that talk about it, right? Wouldn't it be great if you had your link on those websites? That's the whole idea. That is the whole idea of this. So let me share my screen here real quick. And hopefully everyone can hear me. That's pretty new microphone. Hopefully it sounds pretty good.
We hear you loud and clear.
Awesome. So right here, I'm just going to go over the offer here real quick. It is buyer traffic on tap. And I'm going to show you a website that I set up a blog on that the day before had 0 traffic and the next day had traffic. There is no ifs, ands, or buts. This immediate traffic. This is not a pie in the sky type thing. This is immediate traffic to your websites. And now it doesn't have to be a blog. You could send it to affiliate links. You could send it to Shopify stores. You could send it to checkout pages. You can send it to blogs if you wanted to. 42% of the internet's blogs. Why not send it to a blog? You can send it to anywhere online that you have a link.
Could you send it to your client's website that you're renting to him?
Absolutely. Not a problem. Without a problem. That is the beauty of this. You are capable of controlling where the traffic goes. So with that being said, 20 billion page views. That's not an exaggeration. Not an exaggeration at all. So with that being said, this is one of the sites, December 22nd, did not have it on. The next day, 437 unique visitors. No ifs, ands, or buts. That's not a joke. Here is the site right here. And I'll tell you exactly what this one is. And I'll pull it up here. blog.wp-dashboardcoach.com. And I think I'll pull it up here real quick. That's a big, ugly website with 0 content. January 14th, the very first post I made on it. Oh, I hate this pop-up that comes up over it. Let me see if I can click the move. There it is. So,
yeah, can I just ask a quick question?
Sure.
I've got a client with a Squarespace blooming website, and I'm talking to him about getting it changed to WordPress. But so he needs to change to a WordPress website to avail of this?
No.
Right.
He could still use Squarespace, but if you're wanting him to move over to WordPress, as long as he's putting out content, this works even better.
Yeah, right. Thanks.
You're welcome. So as you see, this one those are the only 3 pages, and yeah, it's ugly, but that's okay. I wanted to do this for a test. And this is the site, 0 to 78. Next day, 127, 53, 181. And I'll pull up the website. I'll pull up the stats here in just a minute. So we do this utilizing the training. Now we also have a tool, a software tool that goes along with this that is not in the front end, because the front end's not just training, but the training is going to help you realize, yeah, I want to automate this process, because the less that you have to do, the more time it is for you to go out and find customers. I would rather have you doing that than looking for content, liking the content, following the content, leaving your comment on the content to get your backlink on the content. When you do that over and over and over and over and over again, it takes time. With this Chrome extension right here, you can have it to where it's automated. I can't zoom in, but just going to give you some ideas on how this works. What you're going to do is you're going to create accounts. You have your account that allows you to utilize the software. Forget about that one. The other accounts we teach you how to set up. You can have 3 accounts, 5 accounts, or 10 accounts on the base level. If you grow, great, because we have agency levels as well. I'll go into that later. But for right now, I've added my accounts here. See this right here is the tag. Tag is where we get the niche targeting that we're looking for. Right now on this one, I have SEO. I even put poems for my own uses. WordPress themes, local SEO, cats. Yes, I put cats on there. Why? Because I want to see them. What are some other things that you would think about for WordPress? WordPress plugins. We'll add that. It's now been added. WordPress development.
How about website builders?
Website builders, we'll add that.
WordPress hosting for those affiliate commissions.
Yep.
Yeah. WordPress security.
Those are all good. The more tags that you have in here, the more opportunity that you're going to have. And it's going to be a more dispersed looking at sampling, grabbing the content that matches these. How many people have WP Horde? What's one of the areas that you put information in when you're creating posts? You have the title, you have the body, you have the category, and what's the other one?
Tags.
Tags. That's exactly what these are. These are tags. We're searching for tags. So we're searching for sites that have these tags associated with the content. So if there's content out there that's marked as SEO, that's what we're looking for. We are targeting the traffic in that way. So now that we've got the tags in here, what are we going to do with the software? We're going to come over to this gear right here. When we find a tag that has a brand new post that has SEO as the tag, we're going to like that post. If we haven't done it before, we're going to follow that blog. And then here we can leave a comment. If we leave this one checked, that means you're going to be able to review the comment. If you remove it, that means it's automatically going to place the comment. You don't have to do a thing. How are the comments created? Great question. See, we have an introduction area. Now, this introduction area, you could put spin text in. So you can put like, hey, thanks, or I like this, or anything else, and put it all in spin text. Totally up to you, because it will randomly select one. And then right here, we're auto-generating the body portion of the comment. You get to choose what type of AI response. Are we going to list out the main points of their content? Are we going to summarize their content? Are we going to leave a positive narration comment? Or my one that I had the dev put in there, a negative comment. You can leave a negative comment on someone's content. Why not? Controversy sells, does it not? What's this person talking about? I'm going to go over there and check out their website. It's a great way to get people to come look at you. They may not approve your post, but guess what they're going to do? They're going to come visit. So we're going to leave it as a positive comment. Then we have the outro portion. Here, you could put in thanks, thank you, great post, spin all of that, and then put your name, and right below it, your website. But here's the thing. Don't put HTTP or HTTPS in front of it, because that makes it into a link. If you leave it just as TrafficLinkr.com like that, that's not a link. And they will approve it because it's not a link inside the content. But you're like, Kurt, how are we getting backlinks? I'll show you here in a minute. So we have the basically the comment being filtered here. Now you don't have to put in an intro and outro and just leave whatever comes up from the AI there. What are some of the examples of the AI? Let me show you a few. Right now I have 9 pending comments. Now I could have this fully automatic and answer however I want it to. And I will show you some that have been going on that way. And then I'm going to show you these that have just came up. So right here, a whole lot of love pack for our rescues. This is the best thing ever. I just bought one for my cat and I'm so excited. Remember I had cats in there? Boom. I can approve that if I wanted to. I don't care. At this point in time, I'm utilizing this as a demonstration. Took my boy for a vet grooming visit and this is what they did to him. Remember I put cats in there. And then the actual AI came up with, the vet did an amazing job on my son's coat. He's always been a bit reluctant to go to the vet, but now he loves it. I mean, AI came up with that response because I didn't. We use OpenAI. I'm going to tell you exactly what we use. We use OpenAI. I'm going to approve it. Unlock the Secrets of Success with the Errand Boy by Horatio Alger Jr. And then it gives a review. Horatio Alger Jr. is an important writer who helped popularize the ideals of American dream. His work is still widely read today and is a reminder that anyone can achieve success. AI came up with this. I didn't write that. I'm going to approve that one too. And if you want to see what some of these look like, I'm going to go to a few here in just a moment. Lessons learned from SEO tests that didn't win. In conclusion, testing can be incredibly valuable when it comes to SEO. It can help you determine whether or not a change is necessary, or it can also provide insights into potential improvements that can be made. However, it is important to be mindful of the negative consequences of testing and to avoid making changes that might hurt you. Thank you. That's a heck of a comment. I'm definitely approving that one. Now, if by chance you reject one, guess what? That's fine. It goes out and it'll look for another one to replace the one that you just rejected. But let's say that you kind of like the comment, but you needed to make a little tweak to it. Just click on edit, update it. Once you're done with it, click update, go back, then approve it. That simple. Done deal. Or you could do what some people are doing, and then underneath the accounts, they're not reviewing the comments and they're just automatically posting as soon as the AI comes up with the comment. And with the quality that you've just seen, I don't blame them. I really don't blame them. This is 100% automated then. You don't have to lift a finger. The tool does all the work for you. Now, each one of these accounts here, each day will do 10 likes, 10 follows, and 10 comments. But you said, well, I've only got one site that I want this to go to. That's fine. Add the account that we teach you how to do 10 different times with 10 different tags. Then you get 100 likes, 100 follows, 100 comments a day. You do that for 1 month, guess what? That's 3,000 backlinks in a month.
Can I interrupt you there, Kurt?
Sure.
So basically, if I wanted to go do this manually, right, I'd have to go out and search
Yes.
for a niche tag,
Yes.
find a post,
Mm-hmm.
write a comment or like it or do something to that post where it would then get approved.
Right.
And I'd have to do that myself physically.
Correct.
100 times a day.
Correct.
So how much time for me? I don't think I have enough time. I think that's a 5 to 10 hour day to get 50 posts done, let alone 100.
Right.
So that's what you have to think about here. Physically, to do this is not fun. It is, you are able to do it, but it doesn't look like in my world I could ever get to it.
Right. Most people wouldn't. Most people don't. the type of comments and the backlinks that we're talking about are widely sought after. But the problem is no one wants to take the time to do them.
And no one knows where to go to get
Correct.
where to place these niche related topics.
Correct.
That's the
Correct.
other side of this. I didn't want to interrupt you, but I wanted to really like understand the physical restrictions of what it takes to do this kind of thing on your own.
Well,
and then there's the next question of, can I hire a VA to do that? You can hire a VA to do anything.
right.
However, you're going to pay for the value and the success level of the VA that you're going to hire to do that.
Right.
And they're going to have to do the same thing. They're going to have to send that same, I'm going to say 5 to 10 hours a day to try to get the 50 to 100 posts in.
And here's the thing, is the VA going to be sitting there reading the content to make a logical comment back?
I'm going to say no.
Okay. So now what you're going to do is spam the same comment over and over and over
Right.
and over and over.
Right.
Again.
Right. All right. Thank you. I just wanted to be clear about the physical aspects of this can be done.
Right.
But you got to look at the effort to do it.
What's the average post size of a blog post now? How much do you recommend as people who train people to build pages? What's the average size of blog post should be?
Got to be north of 750 to 1,000 words.
Okay. How many minutes does it take to read 750 to 1,000 words?
Yeah, you're right.
Okay. Times that by 50 to 100. Okay. Now we're beginning to realize in our own brains, we're reading a 50,000 page word book every day if we just do 50 of these a day. That's the reason why no one does this. This is the reason why automation had to be created to do this. We could teach you how you could do it manually, but you still have to read, and then you have to come up with your own comment. That's the front end. That's the reason why the front end's a one-time price. This tool, yes, for 3 blogs, it's 27. For 5 blogs, it's 37. And for 10 blogs, it's $67 a month. Then when you get into agency, yes, it is more for 50 to 100 blogs. But can you imagine what type of service you can offer someone? How much would you charge? And we've had this discussion before. How much would you charge for someone to go read 10 a day, create the content, create the backlink, do the like, do the follow, 10 a day? That'd be $300 a month. What would you charge for that service? $497.
Yeah. If you can't get $500 to $1,000, you're not charging enough.
Right. So you got, let's say that you pick up the package for 10, because that gives you then to the commercial side. Well, you pay $67 a month for that. And then you charge appropriately for those sites. Can it work for your own sites as well? Absolutely. Totally up to you how you utilize the software. Let me show you some of the comments also. So this one here, right down here for my WP dashboard. ChatGPT is a great tool for saving advertising professionals time by fluency, making it easy to connect with potential and current customers. That is my backlink to blog.wpdashboardcoach.com. Here is another one where I list out 10 items. I'm trying to remember. Yeah, this person wrote a poem. Well, here is my approved response. Boom, with my backlink again. Click here. This pop up by, let's see if I can get this to work. The toolbar for Zoom is right in my way. So give me just a second.
So the backlink created can be any link that you chose to put in there.
Correct. How do you move this bar? There we go. I'll just move it to this other screen. Duh, that made it much easier. Here's another one. FOMO, fear of missing out. How many people have had FOMO in their life? That's a poem that someone made. I'm glad I described the pastor's daughter's email list. I love getting new posts. Basically, I'm placating to the actual author. Or let me rephrase this. AI is, because I didn't make that. And that's another backlink. This is moneyvids.com. It's another one of my blogs that I do. It's an automated blog. It creates posts all the time for me. And this one's talking about Paxos and by Binance. Paxos is being investigated by the New York Division of Monetary. Once again, I didn't write this. AI did all this for me. There's my backlink to MoneyVids on a website specifically about investing in marketing. Here's another one, cryptocurrency markets and news analysis. Did I miss anything? Here's another one. I really like this video. It's really informative. I appreciate your insights. Great post. Thanks. This is all automated. I didn't make a single one of these.
Kurt, do you see those comments before they're posted?
You can. You can. That's the 95% to where you can actually moderate right here. You have 4 pending comments, and then you can click on that, look at the comment before you approve. Or, like I said, you can also go full tilt, remove the review the comments beforehand, click save. Now it's just going to post automatically. I don't have to look at a single one.
Interesting. Okay.
Do either which way you want. Steve's moving around. Can't hear you though.
I just wanted to let people know that I've had this since the beta, and I've been a little busy this week, so I haven't looked at it for a few days. I have one account listed in my account dashboard that you're showing right now. I have 40 pending comments.
Yep.
Yeah, so it might, having this tool is so good, but it might cause other problems because you might get inundated with all this commenting that you might actually want to hire a affordable VA to do this, to do the proving part for you. But like you said, you can put it on auto.
And you never have to look at it.
No, and I can tell, sorry, just one more thing. I can tell, Kurt, that you've improved this because I just noticed the version has updated with your new features, and the writing part of this is improved a lot.
Oh, yes. Oh, yes. We've been working on that quite a bit.
Yeah. Cool.
So that is one of the areas that we've been working on. One of the other areas that we worked on is when you have 10 blogs, we've added some other features. One of them is called write anywhere or comment anywhere. On any blog that you may be on, you may be reading, not going through the tool, and you can actually click here. You're going to see the TrafficLinkr icon. Click on it. This is in an iframe. I got to clean this up on my own website, but you'd be able to click here and generate a comment for you. Let me find one real quick that we can do on. I'll click here, click on the icon. This art is telling me the article's too short to leave a good comment, but I can go ahead and tell it to generate anyway. And there's the comment, content, copy it, paste, and go. Post a comment, done. I could do the exact same thing on this one. Scroll down, click here, click on that icon. They have the same issue as mine. And this isn't mine, but yeah, it's the exact same thing. You can leave a comment that way, making it really simple, really easy to comment on the fly. This is on the 10 level. There's one more thing that's on the 10 blog level and higher, and that is the community portion. Community is very, very powerful. And what will happen is on every new post, it only works with blogs. any new post that you create, everyone who has the extension installed and has an account on there, their account's going to come over and like that post. This will give you social proof beyond belief.
So it's the post you generate for your personal blog that goes out and gets liked, correct?
Right. This one I posted just a few hours ago, and there's 41 likes on it already because of the people that are inside of TrafficLinkr at this point in time. This is the social proof for advertisers. This is the social proof when you run this as a service for customers. Here, let's get you set up. Oh, you're getting traffic? Great. Now you're also seeing all the likes that are coming to your blog. People are following, people are liking, people are commenting.
Was there anything magically done to that post that more people like that than that anybody else has ever posted?
No, it's just because I added that account to the exchange here. As you see, I've had 363 activities on this since I've added it, with 298 likes, and 65 more people are following my blog.
So the exchange is part of the tool?
Part of the tool at the 10 blog level and above.
And nothing is done to the blog itself. Like, I can write my own blog. I don't miss the boat. I just write about my topic, my
Correct.
niche. But
If
because it's
you
part
wanna
of the community.
If you want to see this on your page, though, you do have to add in the training, even for the front end, I show you how to add that.
Okay, but I'm just saying there's no like secret thing in the back door of
No,
how the posts are created
no,
to make that many likes come up.
no,
Awesome.
nothing secret whatsoever. This is another one of my blogs, auto blog. 32 bloggers have liked this one.
Tell you
And
what,
there's
I find this really exciting because when you think about promoting your agency site with DFI Magic Themes, and it's, you know, and anyone who knows us, it's a ready built agency site. So you get your site built, and we teach people to build your site, rent a site out. Well, you can't rent your agency site out because it's your own site that it's your window to the public. But think about this: you schedule a bunch of blog posts, and thanks to ChatGPT, you can go straight there. You can generate some blog posts related in what you're doing. Take that blog post, and if you own WP Horde, you can throw it into there, and it'll with help with Word AI, it'll spin it and mess around with it, and then it'll send it out to a bunch of blogs if you want to do it that way. But you could take that content, spin it, put it on your own blog site to do with your agency, to have the blog on your agency site. And then once you've added that article and an image, which by the way, remind me what the name of it is, Kurt, on Discord, where you can do AI images now.
Oh, Blue Willow. Blue Willow.
Sorry?
Blue Willow.
No, there's another one, isn't there, as well?
Oh, that's the new one, Blue Willow. That's the one I found the other day.
Okay, so there's a newer one called Blue Willow, but there's a few out there that you can then generate your AI images, chuck them on your site. Midjourney. That's the one I was trying to think of. So you do that, you got yourself your blog post. I create all sorts of stuff in minutes now, thanks to ChatGPT, and then I read through it, I tweak it a little bit so it doesn't think it's AI generated. Throw that up on your site, schedule in a day, in an hour, 35, 40 posts, so they're ready to go out for the next few months. Then come to this, all right? And let it go out and comment with a link back to your agency site, and people will find it. Right. Then, as Barry and has already said, and a few others have said on here, and excuse me if I got the person's name wrong who said this, but you can offer other services. So for an example, traffic to your website using this very product. That's product number one, right? Ranking services. Well, guess how you're going to do that? Using this very product, you know?
It's another part of it.
Yeah, so, because Google loves those algorithms. So when more people are going to your website and viewing these pages, click-through rates and staying on your site, that is an awesome thing to do. You know, if you're someone that has a squeeze page set up offering a service within what we do, you send people to that squeeze page, they read through, they see a video about you talking about a site they can be really excited about, and then they say, pop your details down here to get my free PDF on this. So they put their email address in, you captured their email address, and you can market to those people and go, hey, I've got a special offer at the moment. I'm doing traffic to your website for 1 week only, X amount of hits. And if you like it, you can carry on. You get a 7-day free trial. And after that, it's X amount per month. And as Kurt said earlier, and a few others said earlier, charge $500 a month for that service.
Kurt, real quick, if I was to be so bold to go out and say to my clients, as a service, I could guarantee you 20 likes, comments, whatever on a blog post for your site every time I post. Would that be outstanding? Would that be not enough? What do you think the community will averagely give you to a post that goes out?
At least 40.
So if you went out there as an agency and you're offering a service of every blog post that I do for you in my service, I can guarantee you're going to get 20 likes, comments,
20 to 40 likes. Yeah.
Yeah, something like that as part of my service. And if they don't see the value in that, you're talking to the wrong person. Because the hardest thing in the world out there is to get the likes and comments on a post that goes out on your personal blog. Right. They're done. They're not found. They're not always excited. Every once in a while you get the right topic and it's really niche or it's really a hot item relevant to something and it blows up. But the average that go out there are hardly ever read.
Exactly.
And if you can say to your clients, I can do 4 blog posts a month and I can guarantee you 20 to 40 likes and comments on every blog post, that's got to be worth $1,000 a month.
Yeah.
Depending on the niche that you're talking about.
Right.
You know, if we're talking about $10 item versus, I don't know, $1,000 item, you know, like.
And in any business, we cannot guarantee results. We can guarantee actions, but we can't guarantee results.
But look at what's going to happen.
In chat on here on Zoom, I've sent you a link to a Fiverr gig. Open the page up. This is where someone will comment on your blog post, right? And they're charging £21.70 here. I don't know what it is in US dollars, but so this is just someone putting by the looks of it, some comments up on your blog post related to what you're doing. That's what Kurt's product does. That's what TrafficLinkr does. But plus, it'll also like it and do other things as well, wouldn't it?
Right.
Imagine sticking a blog post on Fiverr, sticking a post up on Fiverr, offering this very service at $21.70.
And he's got orders.
Yeah. I'm doing this in the week. I seriously, I'm going to do this because I'm going to see how well it works.
So this is the blog that I had set up, and I set it up January 13th. As you see, 0 traffic all the way up to the point. Boom, immediate traffic. There is no sensor. Let me make this bigger because I know my eyes are bad. Here we go.
Oh, did I hit a button by mistake? Oh no, it's my end. Sorry.
Okay. So boom, 78, 127, 53, 181, 141. And then I turned it off again, turned it back on again, and then we'll come back up to February. And this is when I've been doing a little bit more work on it. So number of visits, but the unique is 451 unique visitors so far this month.
451 unique visitors in February alone?
Correct.
And you ran the tool for how many days?
Well, I turned it off for a few days here, as you see.
So from January 17th, is that what I said?
Yeah, January 14th,
To the end of January.
right?
So in
this
30
is great.
days time.
In
Roughly.
less in less than 30 days time. There's 451 just in the month of February.
What's the total visits from January?
194.
That's January alone.
That's January alone.
So we have almost 600 visits in the 2 months.
Correct.
In the 30 days, I should say.
In 30 days, less
Yeah.
than 30 days. Yep.
I mean, if that's not instant traffic, I don't know what is.
And all I'm doing is running this tool. That's all I'm doing.
I'm being asked on YouTube by Kurt, and he's saying, how well do Shopify stores respond to backlinks? I.e., are they raised in an organized listings?
In our Facebook group, we have a beta tester, and her name is Charlotte. And Charlotte runs a Shopify store. And she was very, very skeptical about this. She goes, especially auto-generated comments. So she went through it in a manual, utilizing the tool and tweaking the comments that came out to make it sound more like her.
Yeah.
Just the other day, she had sales. She commented on someone's blog. They liked her comment and immediately came over to her store and bought.
Wow.
$100 item.
Kurt's
So
also asking if a blog requires a commenter to log in, what happens?
Say that again.
He's saying if a blog requires, so I assume he means someone who's going to comment to log in, what happens?
A lot of the blogs that we work with will auto go directly to it and will auto comment because it utilizes a platform that's already logged in.
Yeah.
So
let's say worst case scenario, somebody turned off all commenting features
you can
on
still
their
like and
blog.
follow.
You can still like and follow,
Right.
but at worst case, you move on to the next one.
Right.
I mean, people that own blogs want social engagement. They want
want
comments.
interaction.
Now they won't approve every comment that is
No.
what do you call it? Spammy, self-centered.
Some of them, a lot of them will still not approve any type of comment.
Right.
Especially if I don't know. I like I said, I do the negative ones every once in a while just to reactions.
Yeah. Do you know something else? Right. I don't approve comments when someone just puts a very basic comment down. Like
Right.
I loved your comment in there. Many thanks.
Right.
You know, and if you reply back to them, which I sometimes do privately, I say, can you please expand on what you mean? They can't because they're using bots to put a comment into the system that is non-related to the site. What this is doing, if you went out, and I'm going to nick one of Robert's things on this, right? That if you were looking for a site that sold red widgets, right, and you want to comment about those red widgets, instead of just going, many thanks for your post, I loved it. If it went in and said, hey, I really loved your article about red widgets and how you can get square ones and triangle ones, and now you're going to move into green ones. Thank you very much. Regards, Steve. I mean, isn't that just fantastic? I just think it's one of the, it's just one of those really good features inside it. And then on top of that, it goes and likes it, follows. It's like,
here's the blog post here.
Yeah.
Cumulative layout shift may gain more weight in overall Google Core Web Vitals, or maybe not. The comment is, Google is removing one of the overall Core Web Vitals metrics, time to interactive. This may mean some small changes for ranking, but overall, its likely scores won't change. I didn't write that.
I tell you what, you
AI
read
did.
that, and you have any interest in ranking or local SEO or anything, you're going to want to know who the frig wrote that. because
Yeah.
that guy sounds smart.
And
And I want to go see what he's doing.
And he took the time as well to actually reply to me with a very sensible comment, rather than
Yes.
many thanks for your post.
Right. No, that's amazing.
Yeah. And then to be able to hit, I mean, I'm someone, I've got lots going on. So for me to be able to hit autopilot 100%, I'm not overly worried if it put a post up that
Right.
wasn't right. The person's site it goes on to, if they read it and it doesn't make any sense, they're not going to approve it or they're going to delete it. So it doesn't bother me.
Your target market's 42% of the internet.
Yeah.
If you send a wrong comment once in a while, it's not gonna hurt you. And if they approve it, it's still a backlink. And they're still going to come and look at you anyway.
Yeah. It's true.
Well, there's push button ease with automation, with it's niche related backlinks.
Yes.
That's difficult to get.
Yes. Yes, it is.
I mean, that's what I've been trying to say here all along, is that the time and effort to go do this on your own, you can do it.
Right.
Will you do it? No, you won't.
Right.
And because that's me speaking myself, I wouldn't do it. However, I would look at, and I agree with Steve Dimick. You know, I got 43 comments behind, but you know what? I would look at the manual training. I would look at the 95%, so I can read some of the comments, going through my niche in what I'm looking to do, to feel, is it going to give me, if I just had to prove everything right now, this is what it would have put out.
Right.
And if I went through that a couple, 3, 4 times, and I see that 95% of those comments, I didn't even have to change, I'm good to go. Because it proved to me that it's writing better than I can write, or it's writing what I would write. You know, and if you really want to get detailed and fussy, then you take the time and you correct the 2 or 3 that are wrong, and you do it manually. It's up to you. Everybody has to have their own comfort zone to fail forward. But this is giving you the time savings and value that you actually have a business in a box as soon as you start with this, knowing that you can offer blog posts with likes and comments to any of your clients. You can put it on your own website. You build your own website first, and you show the people, this is what I get on my websites. I get so many likes, I get so many comments, I got this, I got that. If you want to go prove your traffic stats, you can go prove that on your own site. I mean, if you need to do that to sell your service, then this is the tool for you to do that for your own stuff. And then do it for your clients. That's the whole point. It's automation. It's easy. Are you going to tell them what you're doing? Hell no. You're never going to give them the answer of how you do what you do.
No.
You're going to tell them it takes you 2,000 hours a month to do the sites and clients that you have. If I talk to my partners, maybe we can fit you guys in. But in reality,
you always got to do that.
Yeah.
And something else that we're not picking up on, I like to try and create local niche videos and put them on YouTube. Right. So think about this. You create a web page with one of those videos that you've gone and put up in the, on YouTube, and you embed that video onto that page, and you put a bit of bump about, I'm a local gardener and I do X, Y, Z, and please check my video up above. And that video in turn then, right, as people click on the link to your site, they're intrigued by the video, they press play on the video. What's that? Another view of the video, right? And when people go to view these videos, guess what? Google and YouTube, which are owned by Google owns YouTube, right? They love the fact that people are clicking on those videos and viewing them and offering value. And you can do a little video about the best way to cut your grass if you're a gardener, or how to trim your tree or something. It's one of those helpful videos, and the longer you get someone to watch that, the better. And then at the end, say, instead of trying to do it yourself, why didn't you book AJ Gardeners?
Right here on this. 42 likes right in the back office area. They can view it.
Nice. The traffic speaks for itself, and it's just super exciting. If anyone wants to go and get it, we've been granted to be an affiliate with Kurt, and so you can go to dfymagicthemes.com/TrafficLinkr. So as in
It's
behind
traffic in backlinks.
Yeah. So you can go straight to TrafficLinkr and go and have a look. There's the front end is the training on how to do it.
Right.
And it just it shows you the manual way of doing these things. And I tell you what, you're doing it so cheap on there at the moment. I would have been charging $50 or more for that, for the training alone.
The training we wanted people to start utilizing, start understanding, hey, this is available to you. But we also understand you're not going to do it. We know it. So here's the automation tool that goes, I can go right along with it.
Yeah. And then of course
that's always the answer.
And then there's a free site package on there, isn't there? Is that
right? 3, 5, and 10 is the upsell after the training.
So if you get if you go for the 10 pack, that's the one that gives you all the extra super duper features
and the
community.
Yeah.
So what if I
community
want to
and comment anywhere?
What if I want to test the waters and go with the 5-pack?
Okay.
At a list per month, and then I want to upgrade later.
You can upgrade. There's an upgrade option in the members area. Click on the 10. It'll actually add the 10 and the 5, so you'll have 15.
Okay. So then for me, what I saw, the community port is where you get the likes and the comments for your posts.
The comments for your post are going to be coming as well. The likes, yes, is definitely part of the community. Yes.
So if you want to sell this service to your clients and you want to show growth and engagement to the posts that you put on their sites, you need the 10 site package.
Correct.
Or 10. How do you call that? What is it? 10 account.
10 account. Right.
Yeah.
Steve was asking, he was part of the beta team. Yes, you can buy the 5 that's in there. That's the upgrade to 5. And then with the 5 that you already have, we'll give you the 10. And that's all you need is the count of 10.
So just so I'm clear in my mind as well on that.
Yep.
If someone's bought 5.
Yep.
And they then buy 10, they get 15. Are they being billed for both 5 and 10?
Right.
And so they need to, if they want to do that, if they didn't want the 5.
They can cancel the 5 if they wanted to, but yeah, sure.
Yeah.
Because your account is your login to, we use Product Dino.
Yeah.
And if you're going to do 50, absolutely. Yeah.
Good for you, Steve. Let's say you're a beta tester, so you know already.
Well, let me just tell you this real quick. 50, if you really want to get down to it, I think it's $6, something like that, a blog a month, because it's $297 for 50. So
damn, and he should have bought in the first place for my link.
And then of course there's the 100, which is $497 a month. But if you get up to 100 blogs, you're going to be happy, because if you're charging $297 or $497 a month for this service, well, you fill up 10, you're making what, $2 to $3 grand just from that. If you go up to 50 or 100, you're making 20 to 30 grand a month with just 100 customers.
I want to remind Mr. Steve. Are you unmuted, Mr. Steve?
Yes, I'm unmuted.
What was that product some time back that you were paying $500 a month for to build you lots of pages that you had wonderful results on?
No, I don't know what you're talking about. It wasn't 500. It was 750.
Was it 750 a month?
Yes.
And it was a product that basically built you web pages, didn't it, online?
Yeah.
Thousands and millions of them, and the fact that it did little or no good. We won't name and shame it because that's a bit unfair.
Well,
But
I mean, I had over 6,000 sites built
Mm.
with it, and I
And
paid.
And you made how much money?
Yeah, I spent about 6 months worth of $750, whatever that is. So, yeah.
But you tried. You failed forward.
Oh,
And
yeah,
and you learned.
yeah,
And you moved on and canceled.
yes.
And just to
I-
test you here, Mr.
It-
Steve.
It was
If-
a hard thing to do to turn off 6,000 websites. It was a really hard thing to do. But
I mean, I guess it only cost you about $3,500. So
yeah,
Here's the beautiful part. Using TrafficLinkr, you don't own a single site.
yeah,
if you so if you suddenly go, I don't want to pay Kurt anymore, even that you shouldn't cancel because this is just awesome. Everything stays there.
All the
Yeah.
backlinks are still there.
Don't go,
Yeah.
but buy backlinks because I
Yeah.
stopped paying.
What you do lose though is the traffic that TrafficLinkr brings itself.
yeah.
And the ease of use.
Yes.
Yeah.
What do you mean ease of use? If you do 100% automated, there is no use. It just
True.
goes.
Yeah, exactly.
Well, with the quality that you've improved with the the AI part, I'm going to be trying the automation completely.
At the very beginning, we
Yeah.
tried our own homegrown AI,
All right.
and we just could not compete with OpenAI.
No.
So questions from the group as far as thinking about niches or your business. Would it help you to have instant traffic in what you're doing? Whether it's website design, website development, whatever your in particular niche is. Do you see that as being a plus that you could give your clients instant traffic?
Yeah, I mean, I'll speak up since I'm unmuted. I would say that I would offer this as a service, and I would also say, that I would tell them that your blog, you need to be publishing at minimum of 2 blog posts a month on your website.
2 to
Kurt?
3 a week now, because of AI.
Yeah,
The frequency of posting to blogs have increased dramatically.
got you. So yeah, I'll tell them that, and I'll say, look, you need at least 3 posts a week. We recommend 5, 1 a day. We can do that as a service, and we'll get traffic to those posts. We'll get likes and follows and comments.
Yep. We have a team of writers called ChatGPT.
Mhm.
I wouldn't tell them that, but yes.
No, of course not.
And once again, if you have a bunch of clients that are in the same niche, nothing stops you from going over to, my other product, WP Horde, grouping them together, getting the content writ, spin it with Word AI, have it distributed out, and then with TrafficLinkr, doing the backlinks and commenting and driving traffic back to their blogs.
Yeah.
Got a complete full circle service.
Hey, and think about this as well, Kurt, that you have 5 plumbers on board with you, right? And you link them all up to WP Horde. You write an article once, spin it, throw it in, hit a button, and it goes out to those 5 plumbers as a unique article each time,
Yep.
right? And if you're charging, however, let's just say, let's say $20 an article, dirt cheap, right? Well, you do the
free.
maths.
$20 an article is free. I mean, let's look at that for a second. You're going to do 3 blog posts a month, and let's put a value to it. 750 to 1,000 words, right? Now you're a local business owner, you're a plumber, and you're being told that you need to do 3 blog posts a month on your website just to stay in the game. So you're at 12 blog posts a month, and you have a service that's going to do that 12 blog posts a month and get likes and comments on your blog posts to give you instant traffic to your website. What's that worth to you, Mr. Plumber? That's worth thousands of dollars a month.
Yeah.
So if you're not charging $1,000 to $1,500, based on per blog post or based on per your service per month, you're not charging enough. In my opinion.
I'm so skillful that I've personally written this myself about how to fix a broken toilet, and it's taken.
I know,
That took me a
but
couple of hours to write.
I
mean,
know
look how,
that's you, but
look,
look,
oh,
you're underselling the value of what it took to do
Yeah.
that. How
Please
many
ignore
years
the
did how many
ChatGPT in the
years
top
did it
corner.
take you to get to ChatGPT? It took you at least 5 years to get to that. You didn't have it before.
And what's funny is the amount of people I speak to that don't even know what ChatGPT does.
And they shouldn't know.
They shouldn't know.
It's not their business.
No.
So in the time we were less than 30 seconds, it took me longer to type in at the top, right, how to fix a broken toilet than it did for it to write it.
Well, what
Well,
you said yesterday, though, goes back into WP Horde, though. Not yesterday, last week, Stephen, because you said about you do your article in ChatGPT and then you tell it to rewrite it using Spintax, and it spits it out.
Yeah,
and then you just copy and paste that straight into WP Horde, and you hit publish, and off it goes.
Publish to my plumbers who are paying me a monthly fee to do an article. Plus, on top of that, I have a plumber site of my own. I'll let it go out to that site. So I'm already writing it for my plumber site, so I must get a few plumbers on board and write to their sites for them.
Yeah.
The whole point of all of this is the easy button to get things done, especially when it comes to any kind of. And if you're going to use a VA, I think that's a brilliant idea about looking at the comments if that's necessary, or you go full automation. But even a VA for that is minimal charging compared to a VA to try to do all of that work and go find the niche and get the relevant backlinks. Remember, this is niche relevant backlinks from other sites in your niche. That's very hard to do. It's hard to find it and take the time to do it. If you're tagging the right niches for what you're doing, this makes it's just stupid simple at the cost of value. However, like every other tool out there, if you're not going to use it and you're never going to do it, don't pay for it. Don't do it.
Someone just emailed me. He goes, "What's the difference between the front end and," he goes, "and getting the software at 67?" And I was like, well, you could do the front end and not need the software. But it comes down to, like we just got through saying, how long does it take to read a 1,000-word article? Now you're doing that 10 times a day. Now you got to, for 10 accounts, times that by 10. Now you have to formulate comments on each one of those. How much time is that? Are you really going to do that? The software is going to automatically do it for you. There you go.
So what I'm going to do now, guys, if you are watching on any of the channels and you're interested in getting it, go to dfymagicthemes.com/TrafficLinkr, and you can get it through our link. We'll be very grateful if you do. We're going to say goodbye to all the free channels. Inner Circle people, this isn't going into the Inner Circle right now, but the bit behind the scenes that we're going to chat about in a moment, we will make sure that goes into the Inner Circle for members as well. I'll render the video as soon as I can and get it up tomorrow. But if you want to come in, there is a link in the Inner Circle group where you can come in and hear what we're all talking about. But I'm going to play the 30-second jingle and turn everyone off inside of all the free groups. And we will see you in the free groups next week.
And thank you, Kurt.
My pleasure.